Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Thursday. It is the 31st of March, the last day of March in 2022. I have had a very eventful day today. The winds are, you can hear the winds now, but they were way worse last night. We got quite a bit of rain last night. I was going to show this and say, we will rebuild. Chair got blown over. Had burned off everything yesterday. I said, let me burn it off before the storms roll in. And then that's all full of water right now. So anyway, it was raining pretty good. I actually slept really good last night. I'm catching up on some sleep. So I'm going to go out this morning. I'm going to get some things done. All super excited. I start heading out and I cut a tire. And the pressure, it shows you in the truck, your tire's at 22% and it's supposed to be 36. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I stop, I look, I can hear the air hissing out of the tire, right? I'm like, oh my God, so I gotta show you this. So I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. So this was the tire up here. So what ended up happening was, I'm like, let me get down through here. There's no place there to be trying to change in a tire. I needed to get up to the main road. So I got up to the main road, parked the truck, and the spare tire for these trucks are up underneath, okay? There is up under here is where the spare tire is. And here is the other tire sitting in the back of the truck for right now. So I am, I got the jack and everything are in the back seat, so I pull all that out, and I'm like looking, and I'm like, how in the heck do I get this freaking tire down, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, let me just look on YouTube. So I pull up a video on YouTube, and what it is, and I'll actually show you this. There's a little port right here with a key, okay? So on your, hold on a second, on your fob, right, there's this little point where, hold on, let me just kind of show you. So here's the thing, you press it, it has this key, right? So you take that key, hold on. You take that key into here, opening this up, you pull that off, and there is an extension thing that you have to put into here, and there's like a little cone that it meets inside of here. And you literally wind it down, and it lowers the tire down. It's a security thing, because I guess so many tires have been stolen. And so, that's what I ended up having to do. So I got the tire, off, jacked it up, got the tire changed out, and so I'm like, okay, well now I got to go figure out what I have to do, get the tire fixed, and I'm looking at my other tires and going, so when I bought the truck, I knew that the tires were not brand new tires. I knew they weren't brand new tires. So I was like, at some point I'm going to have to change tires on here. So I went to one of the little places down here, and they were able to, I'm going to go in on Monday. They're going to change out all 4 tires, and then I'm going to put the spare back up underneath. But yeah, it was, and so you always have to look for the positive and the negative, okay? So it sucks that I had a flat tire. Sucks that I had to change the tire. But I looked at the positive and the negative. Like I said, we got more rain. You can see it's coming in. We've had rain off and on all day. We've had a lot of showers and stuff. But so I said, at least I didn't have to change the tire when it was raining, because it had stopped raining by that point. And the second positive thing was, it wasn't at night. I'm trying to figure out how to do that at night. It really, truly sucked. Really, truly sucked. So that was a very interesting day dealing with that. So some good news though. So some interesting things going on. So I talked to my sister Margie, and where she is at right now, they are having, so she lives the building that she's in, it's like, a senior living place. And it's all apartments and stuff like that. And they have the people that had built the place have a 25-year contract with the government where they will not raise the people's rent more than 3% per year. So they're in the 8th year of this 25-year contract. Well, she was telling me that none of the leases are being renewed right now. You just keep paying what you were paying before, and so all the people are up in arms. They don't know what's going on. Now listen to this one. So this is an interesting one. She said that right now there's 15 empty apartments in the complex. Okay, because they said they lost the wait list for people to get into the apartment. How do you lose the list, right? What they think is going on is they're trying to get out of that government contract because they're losing money by having people in there because, gas and electric prices have gone up. Heat and hot water and electric are included in their rent, and if they can only raise their rent 3%, and obviously with inflation going through the roof and heating the property and having electric there has gone exponentially higher, they're losing money. So she thinks they're going to try to get out of that. The cool thing with that is, if that is the case, she can be out of there within 90 days. So we were talking, and so what we're talking about is, I buy this camper from her. She said, I like the camper, but I think I want something different. She goes, when your place sells, if you want, she goes, you buy this camper, and then she goes, just pay me off what I owe on it. So I'm like, okay. So I would own this camper. She would get another camper and bring that in here, something a little bit bigger, so that she would have that here. And so that is what we're probably going to do. So I think what we're going to try to do now, everything changes, guys. Everything is always fluid. You have to be willing to go with the changes of everything. So I think what we're going to do now, I'm going to buy this camper from Margie once my property sells, so she can get a different camper to bring down here to put on the property, and she can live in that one. And then this way, I could have Heather live in this camper for now. Obviously, I would box it in so that there's no airflow underneath, and then that way she can, be able to survive it in the winter. Okay, we would have to see. Okay, but she could be in this camper for now. Then I could get 2 buildings in here, one for Becky, one for myself. It would be cheaper in the long run to buy what is owed from Margie on this one, instead of trying to get a building in here and going from that point. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing. So, Heather can have this, and it's a beautiful camper. I mean, it is an absolutely gorgeous camper. So, yeah, so that's, I think, what we're going to end up doing at this point. So, hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, you can see that I had a couple raindrops, and then the sun is trying to come out over here. But, it's, well, they had called for rain off and on all day today. And so, excuse me. That's what is, so it is definitely wet. Coming back in, it was a little slidey, if you will. When I had gone out, like I said earlier, I think we had more rain back in here, because when I went out, it wasn't as bad. When I came back in, it was a little bit worse at that point. But, it is what it is. And, but actually, I'm going to walk you guys down here. Let me see how much time we got on here. Okay. I haven't been down over to the spring over here since I got back. So I think we're going to take a walk over here, and we're going to take a look at the spring down over here and see how that's looking. Let's see. Now this spring here is going to get dug out too as well, folks, just so you know. Oh yeah, you can see water flowing out of there. Oh yeah. See the water coming right out of there? Alright, we're going to walk down over here. Yep, you see the water is flowing right down out of the spring. So what the game plan is going to be, you can see that we're going to walk right up here to it though. Oh yeah. Now it doesn't look, you can't really tell how deep that is, but this was dug down and you can see the water all running out of here. So, and look at the water coming out of the hole there. So yeah, there's definitely enough water. So what we're going to do, we're going to dig this out more. I'm going to probably block this off so that the water can build up in this area. I'm going to get a tank somewhere down in here, and so that it can gravity feed into that tank as well. Everything that you can do to help collect water, I think, is a smart thing to do. But yeah, so like I said, it'll all come together. We will figure it all out. But one good rainstorm, in all honesty, once you have things set up and you have some rain catchments and maybe a underground cistern, you can really get a lot of water. You can get a lot of water in a hurry. So something to think about. We got a lot of, if we have time to do all that different stuff, so we'll definitely do that. So, but anyway, so for right now, just trying to take care of things. And I went to the place to look at buildings today. There's not a soul around there. There was a number. I called the number. So I'm going to have to wait and see what happens on that. So there's some other options that I'm going to have as well. So, you know, we're just, like I said, you have to be flexible. And that's what I'm trying to be right now. You know, like I said, there's definitely other options that can happen. So we're going to figure stuff out. But, so I guess that storm, see, it slid off that way. The clouds, there was definitely rain in those clouds. But it's one of those kind of days. So that's where we're at. This is what we're doing. Just kind of going with the flow. This video, let me see, I don't even know what time it is. I know it's after 3 already. So by the time this gets up, it might be after 4. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a second video today. I may, but no promises. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, so that's where we're at. Just dealing with stuff, having, you know, you got minor setbacks that happen. Thank goodness I had the spare in there. I don't even know why, like new cars today don't even have a spare tire. And it makes 0 sense to me, 0 cents. But thank goodness the truck had the spare tire, because I'd have been, you know, in deep doo-doo otherwise. But you know, we're dealing with it. Got it, you know. So I'll go in Monday and I'll get the new tires put on, and then I'll have good tires on there. So it's part of the process. It's always something. It's always something. But I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you guys are having a good day. Like I said, I'll probably do another video. It'll go up a little bit later, obviously. Probably won't go up at 7. It might go up at 8. So look for that. And that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. So, all right, guys, listen, I am going to jump off here. Remember, we're all in this together. We are one race called the human race. If we could figure that out and work on that, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important, and we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.